Okay, so let's talk about number 15. Okay, so the 15, look at the figure consumer and producer surplus. If the price is held above equilibrium in this market compared with the equilibrium price, consumer price will be what, and what about the total surplus? So this part is about the surplus. So we have consumer surplus, we have producer surplus, and we have total surplus. Okay, so the total surplus is pretty simple. It's just consumer surplus plus producer surplus. Okay, but how we calculate surplus? In this question, I can draw here. Change to different color. Okay, I'm just trying to copy the graph here. So they tell you if the price is held above the equilibrium, okay? The price is held above the equilibrium. What that tells you? This is your equilibrium, right? This is your equilibrium. So if it's above the equilibrium, it's like this. So this will be your price. And where is your consumer surplus? This this triangle will be your consumer surplus. Okay, so where is your producer surplus? Change the color here. See, you just draw down this line, this area. Is your producer surplus. Okay, so where is your total surplus? The total surplus, just this consumer surplus plus producer surplus. Okay, then with the same thing, we can draw on the original. What about they ask you compare with the equilibrium price, right? So this is your equilibrium price. And what about the consumer surplus here? This one. Where is your producer surplus? The triangle below. Okay. So from here you can see this is your consumer surplus. This will be your producer surplus. So if you compare these two, if when the price is above the equilibrium, just make it nicer. So when the price is above the equilibrium, when price above equilibrium, the consumer surplus will be less than the consumer surplus. You can see this area is smaller than this triangle, right? And the producer what about the producer surplus? Actually, you can now tell from here, but what about the total surplus? If you add this thing up, this triangle compared to this area, this one, this one is bigger, right? Because you are losing this part, okay? So to compare the consumer surplus, this one will be bigger. If you compare the total surplus, this one will be bigger too. So the consumer surplus will be decrease and decrease. I mean, from this graph to this graph, the consumer surplus decrease, the total surplus decrease. Okay. This is number 15.